Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, welcome. I would say I post regularly, but I haven't posted a video since December, but I will now try and post 2 times a week, I promise. So y'all, I'm sorry I went again, but blame YouTube for that. 4 of my videos had got taken down due to copyright, and basically it just really knocked my motivation down for this channel, but I've got some really cool ideas for videos and I can't wait to start making them again. So today, to ease me back into the channel again, I thought I would make a part 2 to my unpopular Kpop opinions. And of course, before we get started, I just want to say that I am not intentionally trying to harm any of the artists in the video / the fans of said group. These are just my opinions, so please don't take them seriously, so just enjoy my ramble of a mess video. Also, another disclaimer, the fan cams I use during this video don't really relate to the points because I'm not shady. Boy groups are the most boring in K-pop. Now before y'all boy group stans start attacking me, hear me out. Even though my alt group is a boy group, shout out BTS. When trying to find some new music and get into more boy groups, I just find them so boring. They all have the same dark concept about them, with the fast, tight choreography performed in the same monochrome suits with no shirt underneath. I'm actually sick to death of it. You know, a couple years back it wasn't really that popular to do, but I think recently and last year definitely spiked the trend of the classic, dark, moody concepts that these boys are doing. With some groups I'll make an exception because they have always gone for that type of theme since debut. But I think that new boy groups who want to debut really need to stand out above them and do something crazy. And I hate this trend that seems to be popular with new boy groups where they make their music literally sound like pots and pans. I hate messy songs. It will literally take me ages to like, but I understand some people like K-pop songs that sound messy, so whatever floats your boat. It's just not my sort of thing. Girl groups will never reach the popularity of boy groups ever. This is actually so painful to think about, but I feel like people, especially girl group stans on Twitter, need to hear the blatant truth. The industry is sexist and misogynistic, and no matter how much you try and promote this group or another, it will never reach the same level as a boy group. Girl groups in K-pop are very experimental and are constantly pushing the boundaries. Take a look at Red Velvet's Zimzalabim for example. You will never see a boy group do that because they stick to what works. Hence the popularity. Honestly, companies go for more basic concepts for their boy groups because it's secure and will give them a decent amount of sales streams for their title tracks and albums. Whereas I feel like girl groups really want to be different and unique so that they can be differentiated from one another, and that it can stop people comparing girl groups together. However, as much as their concepts are amazing, people and the general audience will never give girl groups the hype and respect they deserve. Blackpink will not disband. They'll just be kept in silence. So if you didn't know, YG, the company that owns Blackpink, are actually debuting a new girl group, which could mean trouble ahead for the Blackpink girls. Loads of people are speculating that before YG debuts the new group, Blackpink will announce the disbandment. However, I think they never will. Blackpink is one of the biggest K-pop groups of all time. YG is simply not gonna let them go from their company. Instead of giving them regular comebacks and full albums like they deserve, we will be left in silence. We will literally have no confirmation on any future activities, no collabs, and certainly no OT4 activities. It reminds me of how FX was treated. For years their fans were left in the dark on whether the group will return, only for them to officially disband like 3 years later. Girls' generation will forever be the queens of K-pop. There is not really much to say on this one. TBH, the impact that this girl group had both domestically and internationally will never be topped again. While there is the debate in the K-pop community on if Big Bang or BTS are the kings of K-pop, I truly think that girls' generation just hands down take that title, and until someone beats them, then they will remain queens forever. When Big Hit eventually debut their new girl group, they will not receive the hype that TXT got when they first debuted. And do y'all wanna know why? Cause ARMYs and MOAs are gonna be on their Delulu shizzle and start shipping the girls with the boys, and then they are gonna get jealous that they are not living the YN lifestyle. I reckon they will still win Rookie of the Year, but after that, I don't see them getting really big because I feel like the fans of both groups will treat them differently. It won't simply be a sister and brother group type relationship, if you get what I mean. I truly hope that if they have good music and have star power like the rest of the idols in Big Hit, that they do become big, but I think they will go through a lot of troubles for sure. NCT are too overworked. I literally don't think anyone will disagree with this because it is a known fact that these boys are working 24/7. If they are not on a variety show or doing a world tour, then the NCT YouTube channel is constantly posting content all the time. Now don't get me wrong, I love how much we are fed by NCT, but sometimes it feels like too much. For example, NCT released a YouTube video recently where they basically say something to one of the members, something they've never said to them. I literally can't even watch that video as it just seems too personal to me to be watching. My friend watched it and she couldn't even get 5 minutes into the video because of how personal it was and that she was actually sobbing. With all this content, it does feel overwhelming all the time, especially being a multi-K-pop stan and trying to keep up with hundreds of other groups as well. And the treatment on Taeyong, Mark and Heechan is getting very concerning as well. While being in multiple subunits seems like a good idea as you have more songs to perform and other opportunities, you can see the boys tired all the time. I just wish SM would tone it down with all this content and let the boys rest. And I feel like SM is really trying to break down the barrier or what a fan should be towards the artist. Going back to the YouTube video they posted, I feel like that video and the other 2 videos that came out after that were way too personal to watch. It's truly upsetting and I hope SM does something about this. Stray Kids are boring. And this is coming from someone who likes Stray Kids music. Their songs are really good and I'm glad I got into that aspect, but other than that, they just kind of blend into the background. Instead of having an overwhelming amount of content, Stray Kids seem to lack an amount of content. But maybe it's just because I'm not that invested in the group, but I just think they are boring AF. This is really random, but I actually prefer idols posting on Twitter instead of Instagram. I don't know if it's just me, but Instagram has become dead to me and it is just so boring to scroll through. And don't even get me started on Instagram K-pop stans. They radiate stinky behavior tbh, but yay, I just prefer Twitter a lot and I love when they post on it, but honestly they can use whatever, I don't care. Hell, they can even use Facebook for all I care and I'll still be crying over their selfies. Big Bang and Super Junior need to disband. I am tired of seeing these 2 groups still trying to be relevant in what K-pop is now. Of course we all know the Seungri scandal, which really affected Big Bang's legacy a lot. But some Super Junior members are just as bad. Shindong, I'm looking at you, my friend. Big Bang literally have better solo careers and I think they would just be better solo. Also, I saw on Twitter that one of the members said that it's either OT5 or nothing. LMO, enjoy performing Jailhouse Rock then with Seungri. Someone else needs to be added to Super M. I can't be the only one who feels like there is something missing in that group. Like if I made Super M, I would put 8 members instead of 7, so then at least you have 2 members from each group. I think the best people for Super M would be Key from SHINee or Johnny from NCT. I can totally see Key in Super M. I just think he would also balance out the rappers as well as vocalists as well. Plus Key really be out here as one of the funniest and iconic idols in the industry to date. And Johnny. Oh my god. Imagine Super M Johnny. The flavor that would hold. He's an incredible dancer, which obviously fits the theme of Super M as all of them are incredible dancers. And he can also sing and rap. But honestly, either one of these choices would be brilliant and they would really help make up for the something missing in the group, you know? If BTS actually performed on the Grammys, you'll know they would have shown up every single performance there. Grammys really did the boys dirty by letting them perform with Cowboy Man and Hannah Montana's dad. However, if they would have performed Black Swan on Hell, Even Boy with Love, y'all would have known that every single artist there would have been shown up big time. I'm just praying that my boys make history again and that they get nominated for Album of the Year with 7 and that they can perform. SM needs to get their artists back at Mama and the MMAs ASAP. My god. Last year the award shows were so boring, I literally stayed for 2 groups and clicked off that shit ASAP. I wanna see EXO, Red Velvet and especially NCT perform there and rock everyone's shit up. I know SM and Net have beef, but can't y'all drop it? For real, because I miss seeing SM artists there. Jungha's dancing skills are not talked about enough when they need to be. That's all I have to say, now go stream stay tonight. I do not see the point of these survival shows if all the contestants are from different companies. So first of all, I'm not the biggest fan of these shows anyway because I just find them to cringe to watch, as I want all of them to do well and debut. But I've never understood the whole purpose of using different companies to create one group. Now let's take Twice for example. Them girls were all a part of JYP and went on a survival show to be a part of the new JYP group. Why would you want a group who only lasts a couple of years, have trainees from different companies to then form one group? It really just doesn't make sense to me. I would rather have a company like SM use the SM rookies to create a survival type show and then debut a permanent group. And what really makes me sad is that when they non-permanent groups disband, they all don't have groups to go to. I know some debut as soloists, but the only successful soloist to come from a survival group is Jungha and Kang Daniel. The rest have kind of gone under the radar. However, if the idols are happy, that's all that matters. K-pop idols dating/marrying will never become normal and will always be considered a scandal. It's so weird why they have dating bans so that they give off a sense of hope that the fan and the idol can date. Like some of these idols now are coming into their 30s. They are not 19 anymore, they wanna date, get married, have kids without the whole keeping it a secret thing. In my opinion, I think it would be really cute if we saw idols dating publicly with each other. Like if y'all were a fan on One Direction back in the day. Do y'all remember when Zayn and Perry used to date? That shit was cute, so like imagine idols being like that with one another. My final opinion is that variety shows are boring unless they are made by a specific group. Like I'm so glad that BTS don't go on Korean variety shows anymore because they are the most boring things to watch. Of course I get why idols go on these shows so that they can promote their new albums, but at least make them original. They keep on repeating challenges like Guess What's in the Box or that stupid whisper game that isn't even funny anymore. The only variety show I will watch is Men on a Mission or that one where they can't wake up their mum. The others are the same repeated content over and over again and they are not entertaining anymore. Okay guys, so that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'm really sorry that I haven't posted for ages, but that stops now. Hopefully I'll have more regular content in the comments. If y'all have any ideas then let me know. Also comment y'all unpopular K-pop opinions and we can talk about them together. So I'll see you in my next video. See ya.